So, good morning everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, so how are you?
We're good, ma'am.
So, we are your teachers today. So, before we start our discussion, group yourselves into two groups. So, this is now a group 1 and this is now the group 2. So, that is your group and listen so that you know what are you going to do. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So, the name of this game is Get Them in Order. So, teacher Nestlin will give you this fraction paper.
And fraction paper.
Yes, that's a fraction paper. And you're going to compare them and arrange them from smallest to largest fractions. So, who finishes first and get the order will be the winner. Are you ready, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, group 1, you will come here in front and arrange this fraction. Look at this. How to arrange this, ma'am? Arrange it from lower to higher fraction. Who has the lower fraction there? Okay. Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So, next is group 2. Come here in front. This group 2, come here. Here. Is that correct?
I'm not sure, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Let me take your seat. Okay, let's see if your answers are all correct. So, this is the answer of group 1. They are correct. Why? Because 0 over 3 is lesser than 1/4. And 1/4 is lesser than 2/4. So, your answer is correct. How about here? So 0 over 3 is lesser than 1/6 and 1/6 is lesser than 2/4. So they are all correct. So very good, everyone. Let's try ourselves. Okay, class. So thank you for participating. So now I want to ask, what do you observe or what do you think our lesson about based from the game activity that you did? Does anyone know? Yes, JR?
I think it's comparing fractions, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So, correct. Thank you for your answer. You may take your seats. The topic for today is about ordering and comparing fractions. The first is about comparing similar fractions. When you say similar fractions, these are the fractions that have what?
The same.
Same denominator. So, first one is comparing similar fractions. When comparing two fractions with same denominator, the larger fraction is the one with the greater numerator. So, I know that we already know the shape of pizza, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, what is the shape of pizza then?
Circle.
Can anyone draw in front? Okay, GR and Geraldine. Okay, thank you. Okay, take your seat. So, these two pizza that Geraldine and these two shape of pizza, I mean that GR and Geraldine draw, we're going to take this as example. So, if we slice this two pizza into 8 pieces, like this, okay, that is Okay. For example, imagine these two circles. Geraldine ate the two pieces of pizza. And I know, I mean three pieces of pizza. So what is the fraction here then? Who can answer? GR.
2, 8, ma'am.
Why do you say so?
Because since the 2 is less than the rest is the denominator which is 6, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Your answer is correct. How about this? Who can answer? You may take your seat. Okay, Jamaica.
The answer is B8.
How can you say then that the fraction of this is 3/8?
Because the three pieces of pizza was already eaten, and the rest, which is 2, 4, 5 left.
Okay, so the eaten pizza, we are consider them as the two numerator. And ang kabuuan ng pizza, we call them as, or the pieces of pizza, we call them as
Denominator.
very good. Okay. Next, we're going to compare this because we already talking about comparing similar fractions. I forgot. Do they have the similar denominator?
Yes.
Okay, alright. If we're going to compare these two fractions, who has the larger fraction then?
3/8.
Okay, 3/8 because
It has
what?
3.
Because 3 is greater
Like
than
2.
2. So that is comparing similar fractions. Who doesn't understand our lesson about comparing? Okay, let's see if you really understand. I need to that will answer this. This. Who can answer number 1? Okay, JR. Number 2.
Geraldine.
similar fraction. Okay, to compare fractions with different denominator, we must convert the fractions to equivalent fractions with a common denominator and then look for numerators. For example, Jason ate 4 pieces of pizza. 4 pieces of pizza and GR ate 2/3 of pizza. How are we going to compare these two fractions? Does anyone know?
Ano?
Okay, so we're able to solve this. Let's write first the given fraction. Okay, we have the given fraction here. This is the given fractions. So in comparing of the similar fraction, we have steps. We have steps here that we should follow. The first thing is we need to do is to list the multiples of the two denominators, which is that will be denominators. These are the denominators. So the first thing that we should do is for us to be able to make it similar fractions. We need to find the multiples of these two denominator. When we say multiples, these are the numbers that we could multiply, and these two numbers. So, who can give one multiples of 5? Okay, so 5. 5. What's next to 5?
10.
10.
15.
Next to 10?
20.
20.
25.
Okay, 25 and so on. So how about 3?
6.
First, we're going to put 3, 6,
9.
9,
12.
12,
15.
15,
18.
18, and so on. So the next step is no. So hindi pala. So ano yung saan? What is the ano yung pagkakapareha ng dalawa?
15.
So 15. So the rest multiple galog na nagpadaan ng dua is what? 15, di ba? So sukatan tayo ng 15. Here are the next step then. Convert this fraction to equivalent fractions with a denominator which is 15. Like this. Do they have the same denominator now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, after we get the same denominator, we can already compare the two by seeing the numerator. So which has the larger fraction? 4/15. Okay, so 4/15. That is for comparing the similar fraction. Okay, so that is for comparing the similar and similar fractions. So for the rest, Teacher Teresa will be discussing to you the ordering of similar and dissimilar fractions. Okay, I thank you, Ma'am Smith, for discussing the comparing similar and dissimilar fractions. So our next topic ordering fractions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so when we say ordering fractions, it has two types. The ordering is similar fractions and dissimilar fractions. So we're going to discuss first disordering similar fractions. So ordering similar fractions. Let's read first the definition. So it says here that if the denominator is the same, look at the numerators and put the fractions in order. So if the denominator is different, we need to convert our fractions to equivalent fractions of the same denominator and then compare them to put in order. So, for example, we're going to order these fractions. So we have 1/10, 12/10, 7/10, and 9/10. So these are fractions. So here the denominator of all the fractions is what class?
The same.
The same and what is the denominator? 10. Very good. So here the denominator of all the fraction is the same. So we look at the numerators. So the denominator of this fraction is 10. And let's arrange these fractions in ordering. So we have 1/10. What's the next class?
10,
7/10,
9/10,
9/10,
12,
10, 12,
10.
10. In comparing similar fractions, you just have to look into the numerators, and for ordering fractions, you only require arranging the numerators, imagining that they are whole numbers. So that is for ordering similar fractions. So let's proceed to next, which is ordering similar fractions. So, for example, order these fractions from least to greatest. So we have the fractions 3/4, 3/4, 5/6, 1/2, and 2/3. Okay, so that fractions have unlike fractions since it has different denominators. Did you notice it, class? It has different denominators.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we will use that least common denominator, or what we call LCD, to write these fractions as equivalent fractions with the same denominators. And then we're going to compare it. So to get the LCD of a number, let's think a number that can multiply to get the number. So the first number of the first fraction is 3. We have 3 times 3, 4 times 3,
12,
and 5 times 2,
10,
and 6 times 2.
12.
So these are the first and second fractions. So let's go to the third and fourth fractions, which is 1 times 6, 2 times 4, 2 times 6,
12,
and we have 3 times 4.
12.
So let's so what is 3 times 3?
9, ma'am.
9. 4 times 3?
12,
12. 5 times 2?
10,
10. 6 times 2?
12,
12. 1 times 6? 6. 2 times 4?
8,
8. 2 times 6?
12,
12. 3 times 4?
12.
So 12. Very good. So how do we get this 9, 12, 6, 8, 10, 12, and so on, class? this one by getting the LCD of the fractions. Okay, so we know that this the difference here is the 9, 12, 6, 8, and hindi pala. 9, 6, 8, and 10. So the rest that na magkakapareho is 12, the 12 denominators. Okay, so then we're going to switch and arrange the fractions to original. So we have this 9, 12. 9, 12. What's the next class?
10, 12.
10, 12. 6, 8.
And 12, 12.
And 12, 12. So let's go into orange this one, which is the listed class 6, 8. 6, 8. Next
9, 12.
9, 12.
9, 12, 10, 12, and
12,
12, 12. So very good. So did you understand it, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we're going to play a game. Let's see if you understand and you listen very carefully to what we have discussed a while ago. So the differences of ordering the similar and similar fractions is in ordering similar, we just need to look for the numerator. And for the ordering the similar fractions, in order for the fractions to get for the denominator to make it the same or to make it similar, we're just going to get the LCD. You understand it, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we're going to play a game. Let's see if you understand and you listen to what we have discussed. To play a game, may I call on Ma'am Neslit so that he may instruct to you how are you going to do for that game. Okay, so this game we need a pair, but you're just only two, kaya dalawa na lang kayo maglalaro. So this game is what we call a fraction war. Okay, so since you are just two, you will just be the one to play this card. So each one of you will be given a two cards and you're going to create a fraction using this deck cards. To create a fraction using the deck card, you will get who will get the higher fraction will be the winner and will get the card of the another player. But if you have the same fraction or you have the equivalent fraction, it will declare a fraction war. So you will both will be given another card to play. It will continue until our deck cards will consume, and the player who will get more cards will be the winner of the game. So here's the rule. I will shuffle these cards and give this to you, and you will place this card until I say so. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I will shuffle this card.
Using factor.
So, did you understand the instruction? Okay, so come in front and put your deck cards clear. Okay, you will sit down and let's see who has the walang takes to. I'm sorry. Let's put a tape. Okay, thank you. Okay. So let's compare. Who has the higher fraction? Why do you say so that your card has the higher fraction?
Because the numerator is 9 and the denominator is 7.
Okay, so what are we gonna do? If you're going to compare this fraction again? Our discussion a while ago? We're going to get there?
LCD.
Okay. So let's try to get LCD on. Before the LCD, we're going to get the. So in getting the LCD, we're going to get the multiples. Okay, we're going to get the denominator and find their what? Multiples. Okay, 7 and 4. What is the multiples of 7? So who has the higher fraction?
928.
Okay, you get the higher fraction, so you will get the
Heart.
other card.
Yeah.
Come here, get the other card. So you have equivalent cards, so that will declare a fraction 1. So how is that? I will be distributing you again 2 pair of cards. And this time, who gets the higher cards or the fraction cards will get the card of the other player. So, kung sino yung mananalo dito, siya na yung he will be the winner. Okay, so here's another card for you and for you. Assemble it and did you assemble it already?
Yes, ma'am.
Now put it in front so that we can finally see who is the winner. Okay. Who gets the higher fraction?
Yeah, ma'am.
Why?
Because the fraction is 6/10, while JR has 2/8 fraction.
Okay. Correct. So you are the winner of the game.
Yes.
Which is the fraction 1. Using the deck cards. Okay. Okay, you can get your deck cards. This is for you. You can get it again. Ikaw ang panalo. So it in order. Okay. Mr. Rodriguez.
Finish, ma'am.
Is that correct?
I don't know, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Takman. No correct. So, okay, so your answer is correct. Very good. You really learned. Thank you for your participation. Okay, so next, we'll proceed to next. Okay, so that's for a discussion. So, the rest will be going to facilitate by teacher GR.
So, good morning class. Listen class. I am going to ask you a question to see if you are really listens in the discussions. Of the two teachers in answer me is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Going back in the discussion. While ago, if we're compared to fractions with same denominator, class the larger is fraction is?
Sir,
Yes, Teresa.
the one with the greater numerator, sir.
Okay, very good. So what about comparing fractions with different denominator? What are we going to do? Class, anyone?
Sir,
Yes, Giselle?
we're going to convert fractions to equivalent fractions with a common denominator and then look for numerators, sir.
Okay, correct. And what about if the denominator is the same?
Sir,
Yes, Teresa?
look at the numerators and put then the fractions in order.
Okay, very good. In what is the denominator is not the same?
Sir,
What if the denominator is not the same?
sir.
Okay, Teresa?
We need to convert our fractions to equivalent fractions and of the same denominator and then compare them to put in order, sir.
Okay, good job, good job. Then what if two fractions have a common denominator? For example, 3 over 5 and 2 over 5, which is greater in y. Anyone from the class?
Sir,
Yes, Giselle?
3/5 is greater than 2/5 because the denominator is the same, the larger the numerator, the larger the fraction.
Nice answer. Thank you. Will you give an example of fractions if two fractions have a?
Sir,
Yes, Teresa?
1/4 and 1/8.
Okay. Then what is the greater fractions between the two which is greater than? Yes, Teresa?
The greater, sir, is 1/8 because the denominator of the fraction which is 4 and 8 is greater than 4, sir.
Thank you. Very good. I hope you understand the fractions, guys, because later we are going to have a quiz.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so bring out your paper and copy the questions. Number 1 is okay. I give you 3 questions and answer it in 5 minutes. Okay, so that's all, and And you will pass your paper right now in the count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, thank you. Then we're going to check your answer if your answer is correct. Okay, so I will give the paper of Teresa and Rosemary and Giselle. Okay. So we are now check the number 1. And what is the answer of number 1? Yeah. Report. Is that correct, Teresa?
Yes, sir.
Okay, report. And read the number to Giselle and answer it.
Where 1/2 and 3/8, which fraction is lesser?
What is the answer?
1/2, sir.
1/2. Okay, that's correct. And please answer, read and answer the number 3, Teresa.
Order the fraction 2/3, 4/5, 1/2 from these two.
Yes.
Sir, first place 1/2, 2/3, and 4/5.
Okay, then that's correct. And I hope you get it all. Okay, get the paper of the name that you're going to check. So, who get the highest score?
Sir,
How much did you get?
3/3, sir.
Okay, very good. You listen it already. So, today I'm going to give you an assignment, which is you are going to listen. This is your assignment. So listen, this is your assignment is to be submitted tomorrow, and this is here is the instructions. I hope you're going to do your assignment, and that's all for today. Thank you and goodbye, class.
Goodbye and thank you, sir.
Okay, you may now go home and give your assignment. Do your assignment.